Yeah, so we've reached the end here. So we've got our fireplace on. As we kind of talked about at the beginning, we're both two of the members of the Council of Elders. So, I mean, we wanted to thank you guys, for coming out here and hanging out with us today. Also, we want to thank Mr. Joe for, doing it again, finding a nice venue and, dealing with all the logistics of putting these meetups together. And, we're just like up here in case anybody has questions about Numerai. I mean, just like the quick background on the council. It was started, I think 2 years ago now. Right. What was it? May 2021. The CEO Richard Craig of Numerai. They were back then. They were working on a lot of different things, a lot of new features. They were like just getting kicked on, starting, building these like new data sets. And there was definitely like a lot of things in the community that people wanted to see get done, but like the team themselves like really didn't have the time to do it. So, he essentially came up with this idea of, having the community vote in other members of the community to start up like a council. He came up with the Council of Elders, and then we kind of like, took that to the next level by, going with the cloaks and, that kind of like, I guess it's kind of like the crypto ethos of being like a bit of a cult and anonymous and all that kind of stuff, and we just made it fun. But, for the longest time, people were really into like wanting to create like prediction marketplaces and do like a lot of fun things that Numerai wasn't really going to touch. So by him sort of creating this council and having the community vote for itself and like build this this crew, like we have this multi-signature wallet, and then Richard took, I think he's funded it twice now. He started with like a smaller amount, but the last funding he put into our multi-sig wallet was like pretty significant. He put like $150,000 of his own NMR into our account, and pretty much essentially was like, do whatever you want with it. We've done a lot of different stuff, and really the biggest project that we ever took on, which is still like developing today, is Numerai, which if you haven't seen or heard of that yet, I think we mentioned it. I think you did too, right? Yeah. You mentioned it, Numerai. And it's really like a website that was created as like a prediction marketplace. So, if you were a data scientist wanting to like ensemble your data with like something you built with what somebody else built, you can go in and like actually buy people's predictions to like stake. If you weren't a data scientist and you just wanted to participate without going through the trouble of learning how to build models yourself, you can go in there and you can actually like essentially follow along and just buy somebody else's prediction and just have the same scores as that other person. And then we do signals as well on Numerai. So if you wanted to like participate in signals too, and you didn't have like a way of getting your own data, and you just wanted to participate in a tournament, like essentially Numerai, you can just go on and buy predictions, and it was like something that hadn't been done before. So that was really like one of the biggest projects. We've done a lot of other smaller community projects. For a while, I was writing newsletters every month and got pretty busy. So that's actually like kind of an open thing right now. So if there was like somebody in the community that wants to like make a little bit of extra, money every month, if they wanted to write a monthly newsletter about everything Numerai, and put that out. Like those are the kind of like bounties and different small things that we do to like help enhance the community. I don't know if there's any other Like,
yeah, there's a call for proposal or like call for retroactive bounty. So if you have done something that's useful, you can request for a bounty. So we will continue.
Can I get a bounty, bro? That's about.
You should.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah, and you should get a balance too. Like, I mean, he did this whole presentation on like the wiki page.
Yeah.
So I mean, something like that, like he took his own initiative to like build it, is gonna see like what the community response is, but if it's something like everybody really likes and wants to see it keep getting expanded, like those are what like the funds are for, you know, like all he really would have to do is go into the forums and be like, hey, I built this, it took this amount of time, and I mean, we have like a base pay that we pay everybody like the same rate, and it's pretty significant. I mean, we pay like $50 USD an hour, which is like what, like $75, like 75 Canadian dollars an hour for like any kind of work to like help the community out. So if there's, you know, whatever, any small projects people want to do, they can go in and, you know, throw those proposals up, and if the community votes, like, or if we vote as the council to like have you guys do different things, we actually like pay that stuff out. And I mean, you know, we have probably like of that like, first 150K, I mean, we still probably have around 80,000 of that like in liquidity pool with Uniswap for like people that are like trying to swap between different cryptocurrencies, and we actually gain fees for people using that exchange, and then we use those fees, you know, to pay for other things that we do, like running these events and everything else. So, yeah, I mean, is there anybody that has like any questions about what we do or how the council was born or anything like that?
Just go to those notebooks. You can make your submissions today. All are code.
Yeah, and who everybody like in the, at least in the Numerai Discord, like who doesn't use Discord? Anybody like never used Discord before? Seems like everybody uses Discord. Yeah, so yeah, we put the Discord up. I mean, I think they actually have the Numerai as the invite code, right? They have their own invite code.
It's on the internet.
It's on the website.
Yeah.
It's on the website.
Yeah, so if you're not in the Numerai Discord, it's probably like the best spot to start. It's like get in the Discord, like say hello, get in the main chat, say what's up, you know, get in the docs, get in the forums, like register in the forums, and I mean the community itself is super helpful. And you know, if there's like any questions anybody has, if you just throw anything in the main chat, like either one of us, like the Council of Elders, we actually have like a special role color in the Discord. We're like a gold color, so like you'll see us hanging out in there. The team is in there. I think they're red, like a red text color. And then like the whole community itself, like even just the other members that have been around a long time are down to help anybody with whatever they got going on. I mean, we skipped I was going to do one more presentation, and the reason why it was kind of added for me is that I kind of had like this really odd entry into the space because I had zero, you know, data science background. So it's more of like essentially like a motivational talk for like people that might think they can't do this, that they can, because you know, there's definitely people in the ecosystem like me and others that don't have that data science background that like took the time to just sit back and learn it and test things out and actually like become successful at it and even like get voted into the Council of Elders. And like that's not what I do for a living. So it's not like you have to be a data scientist to like participate. So yeah. Oh no, I'm not gonna do it. Not doing it. But yeah, so there you go. Is there any? This is your one and only. Well, shouldn't say your only chance, but this is your chance for us to be here live and ask whatever you want.
Yeah, so then something Peter here, he's like a local organizer, so he may organize the next one Meetup here. Yeah, but we will give him more support. Yeah, so keep in touch with him. We will also come back at some point. I don't know yet, but when we come back, or go to Japan, I don't know. So we'll announce the next destination soon. So we'll have a discussion ourselves, and then we'll see somewhere else in where we have to visit, like Mexico, like Korea.
The last time it just means Suraj. We did more with a local one here last year, but
did you guys like request funding? Like, did you request funding for that at all? Like,
yeah, it was similar. They
so it's like like we need $200. We're gonna buy drinks and food and or whatever. Like, is that what you guys did, or was it for the venue?
Well, the venue too. Yeah, we did it here last time too. Yeah.
Oh, by Numerai.
Yeah.
The company.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But just to say, like, if there's an appetite for a more local, like, can't fly the guys in every time, but if in a couple months we want to do like a more local thing, I'm totally down to help host something. So if you guys have to, connect with me, and depending on how many people we get, if we want to do like a quarterly, semi-annually something, get together and just like chit chat like we did today. Connect with me and we'll see where it goes. Or start.
Yeah, I mean, besides like Discord, I mean, for those that use Twitter, I mean, Council of Elders has our own Twitter, which I just took like control over recently. So now we're gonna start posting on there a bit more. Might even host like some spaces here and there on Twitter. So that's Numerai. The username's Numerai. Is it Numerai CoE, right?
Okay, so we're on Twitter.
Yeah. And then like Numerai has a Twitter as well, and then like I'm super like pretty much my full-time job is just being on social media all day long, so I'm on Twitter all the time. Yeah, Numerai CoE, that's us. And then if you go to following, are we following all of the council or no? It's weird. Oh, I guess we're not following the council. Well, that's probably dumb. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to figure out everyone in the council's Twitter account, and then I'm going to have the official Council of Elders account follow the Council of Elders so that you can find us. The last thing that...
No, they do.
Yeah, they don't know. And actually the last thing, before I forget, and I think it's probably the last thing, is that, I mean, we do have 7 people, but we have 2 people that have recently stepped down. One was having some, like, major health issues and actually needs to stop participating for a bit. And the other one is busy doing cool things with telescopes in different spots around the world and doesn't really have a lot of time now to be in the council. So there's actually an open forum post looking for like nominations for 2 more people. So like we're gonna get a couple of new faces in the council pretty soon. So yeah, in the forums we actually have. Actually, can you go back out? Or actually click the blue at the top. The blue. Okay, so you see categories. If you click all categories, yeah, and then go down. Council of Elders, we have our own little color there, so you can actually filter by just posts in regards to us. So you'll see like the proposals there. You'll see like all of the different posts, and then you can see like the latest one, which was like 9 days ago that was updated, was like the Numerai update. So if you go on that, like you'll actually be able to see all the new features that keep getting added to Numerai. And actually, I don't know, did we even show everybody what it looks like? It's just we'll show you what the main page looks like, just so you can see. But I mean, you'll see that the craziest part about this is it was totally built 100% by the community. Like, the money might have come through Numerai, through us, but you know, we were the ones who paid it out and found the people to help build it. And so far we have, looks like there's over 600 predictions that are currently for sale. And actually, if you just like click into any of those, you can see like how much people are selling their rounds for, and then you can actually look at all their metrics, as well as like their payouts and their returns. And the coolest thing about this is that it's 100% based on NMR. So, like I was talking about at the beginning, how there's like, you know, the one use case for NMR is like staking in the tournament. Like, we actually essentially created like a new avenue for like utilizing the NMR token, which is like being able to buy and sell predictions on this marketplace in NMR as well. So, yeah. What's that?
This model is crazy. You had a return on this one? Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy. Like, how much is this person selling their model for?
It's a 0.2 each.
You might have to go back out. Yeah, so they're selling their model for 0.2 NMR, which is like nothing, because I think one NMR is like $12 right now. For like a couple of dollars a round. So you would have to, if you're gonna do like daily rounds, you'd have to multiply that by 5. Yeah, so essentially one NMR a week, you can have like a really good model and not build any model yourself, and then just stake those predictions every day along with that guy at the same time. And you can see that we have like these status symbols now, so you can see that it is ready and it is set up for daily submission. So the only extra kind of interesting part here is that it is in NMR, but the wallet that you have when you start your Numerai account is actually like a custodial wallet that's attached to the contract of the tournament. But in order to buy and sell predictions on Numerai, you have to do it with a non-custodial wallet. So for those that are like native in crypto, a non-custodial wallet is like a crypto wallet where you hold your own private keys to control the wallet. So the most popular like choices for wallets, I think if you click it, it'll actually kind of show you some of the wallet choices, but typically most of the time people use MetaMask. So for those that want to take like the interesting plunge of like getting their own non-custodial wallet that's not controlled by any entities like exchanges like Coinbase and all that stuff, you can get your own MetaMask wallet and control your own currency. And I think this is like you know, this is like the thing you hear about that's gonna like disrupt, you know, where they talk about disrupting the world is owning your own keys, owning your own currency, and doing what you want with it. It's kind of like the ethos of crypto is owning your own wallet. I mean, I'm sure everybody heard about FTX and how that kind of blew up, and people that held their crypto with them were having a lot of issues, like having a MetaMask wallet and buying your crypto on an exchange and just moving it to your own wallet is sort of like hiding your currency under the mattress. If that makes sense. So you control your crypto. But that's what you would use if you want to like purchase predictions on Numerai. Okay, cool. I think that's it, right? Is that it?
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, thank you, Joe.